And welcome to the Spike Chunsoft Sync stream.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm your host today. I'm Ari, and we are also joined by
Alex, nice to see you all again.
Alex is the producer and editor.
That's right.
Of the SOMNIUM FILES.
And Ari is the best PR person in the world.
Oh my gosh.
Yay.
Just in general, right?
Yeah.
In general.
Love that.
Yeah, best person.
Okay.
Not PR.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aw, thanks. You'll get your turn to talk.
Yes.
Person.
And we're joined by some very special guests. We have
That's right.
the voice actors of the SOMNIUM FILES, and we're also expecting a special call from director Kotaro Uchikoshi later today.
That's right.
How awesome is
So
that?
everyone stick around for that.
My picture's literally from 15 years ago.
You
Look
don't,
the same.
Yeah, you don't look a day old. You did it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Speaking of pictures, we should actually introduce them here, breathing real life. We first have, on my right, the wonderful Jackie Lastra,
Yay!
the voice of Aset, You Bet, a.k.a. Iris Sagan.
Yay!
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming on. It's actually our very first time having voice actors on the Spike Chunsoft
That's
Twitch
right.
stream. So this is,
This is very special. We're all very excited.
yeah, we're just so excited to have you guys and just be celebrating the worldwide release of our latest detective adventure, the SOMNIUM FILES. It's a very
It's an
Available
honor
now.
to be here. Thank
Yeah,
you for having
yours,
us.
yours is in the mail? Is that
Mine's,
right?
it's coming. It should be here.
yes, today is the physical North American release date.
That's
so
right.
yeah, Jackie was telling us all about
Yeah.
how excited you were.
I'm
right?
so excited. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I want to play so bad.
Well, what you'll get to later on.
Okay, I've
today.
been
You'll get
avoiding
to
all the
play
tweets,
later.
so no spoilers, guys.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm gonna be horrible.
Me too. It's okay.
Well, next up is Aiba, voiced by Erika Harlacher.
That's me. The correct pronunciation of my name. Good job.
I did it.
Yeah, you did it.
I've done it twice today.
I know,
Once in
it's so
rehearsal, once
exciting.
now. Oh,
It's always I'm never sure. I usually just go with whatever people say. 'Cause I'm like, yeah, that's close.
That was a great shot of you.
Well-
That was a good shot.
Thank you for
Post that.
being here.
Thank you.
I'm usually
Dead center. Thank you for being
It's so
here.
close up.
Well, it's the proper angle of your face. Normally, I'm used to looking up at you from like 3 feet below.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I'm sitting, I seem like a normal height.
Yeah, we're all Erica
short
height.
to me.
I know.
She's very,
It's all legs.
she's very
The
I'm
LGBT.
sitting and I seem regular now.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
almost your height.
you're
Oh
up
my
there.
God.
You're up there.
This is what it feels like to be short.
Oh,
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We're all sitting down here. We're
Her
all
world was
equals here.
horrible for a minute, and now she can return to being who she is.
And last but not least, Greg Chun. He is the protagonist of the
Hello.
game.
Date Kaname.
hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
Date.
wrong camera.
And yeah, you looked at the wrong.
I look at the camera.
We did.
I look at the wrong camera. Rookie.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to shout. Anyway,
No, you weren't supposed to. It's okay. Just say
Sorry.
what you're here to do. Let's move along.
We
Sorry
only
for
went over
shouting.
this for like a whole hour.
I was totally checked out during that. Thinking about my cherry pie I'm gonna eat. Sorry.
Super in character.
So
Very
True.
on brand for Date.
as you can see, our voice actors are wonderful and just a
Wonderful.
perfect team. And you'll see that in the SOMNIUM FILES when you play, because the game is out now.
That's
right,
right.
Alex?
Wow. Yay.
That's right.
Yeah.
It is out for everyone now.
Everyone in the world.
worldwide.
Yeah.
Woo.
Wow.
Really
Yeah,
exciting.
this was a simultaneous release, and so everyone right now in Japan, in North America, in Europe can play the game and get it right now. And we
Yes.
have links down below here on Twitch or in chat, and you can do it with me. That's so
Yeah,
great.
we're all-
I was the only one not. I don't know.
way
I
left
really
down,
hope
Aiba.
there's actually
I'm
links down
sorry.
there. We're just
Yes,
gonna look
there
up
are
fools.
links.
I'm just an eyeball.
Aw.
You're so
I
much
don't
more.
have fingers.
So then why can't you see? Why can't
Oh.
Yeah, you pick someone with very bad eyes to play an eyeball. So it's just dumb.
you see? It's part of the character. Use it in the performance.
I really had to act. Pretend I know what it's like to see. It's a whole new world.
In addition to our wonderful voice actors and the game being out, we are also giving away some awesome prizes.
That's
Let's
right,
take a
everyone.
look at that.
Ooh.
Show everyone the prizes
Yeah.
that we'll be giving away.
So we were doing a retweet campaign earlier on Twitter, if you retweeted our original post for this live stream, you will get one of these especially signed by the voice actors themselves
They're like
pin badges.
Like,
That's great.
yeah, they're like.
Don't say maybe it's copyrighted.
These are my
sorry.
these are my eyeballs.
There you go.
Eyeballs.
There it is.
Eyeballs. I love puns.
Guys, this doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The game's basically all puns, and it's my favorite thing.
Oh, how long is this gonna be? How long?
2
is this?
hours.
Yay!
2 hours of puns.
Okay,
Love it.
I'm ready for it.
Moving on.
Moving right along.
We also have some very exclusive t-shirts from Japan
Yay.
featuring A-Set's amazing thumbnail of when she was away on a very long
That's
vacation.
really cool, isn't it?
That is super awesome.
Yeah. So
That's
we
from our Iris PV videos that we
Yes,
have
yes.
on Lemniscate English's YouTube
yes,
channel.
at Lemniscate English for the YouTube channel, and then at Lemniscate_A-Set for her Twitter. Plug
That's
in her
right.
plug it in her social media.
I did it.
Right
I
there.
did the fold.
You
I'm
did.
very proud of myself.
Did you?
Beautiful.
And I've never worked at H&M. Not a day in my life.
Wait, did we get it though? Because I didn't see you.
Did we get it on camera?
Did we get that?
I hope so.
Okay.
We'll have to watch later.
We'll
Because
see.
if it's wrong, then you're gonna be the laughing stock of the industry.
Oh, hold on.
Both the clothing and the video game industry.
I'll never get a job after this. That's fine. Let's go out in a blaze of glory. We
Yes.
got hour 50 to go, guys.
All right.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
And
what is
we
the final
have
grand prize?
an amazing final grand prize.
Oh, right. There's more.
Drum roll, please.
Oh, sorry. Wait.
The signed by the voice actors themselves, the
Yay.
special agent edition.
That's right.
Of
our
Ari
very
SOMNIUM
special
Files.
LE.
Look at this, you guys. Camera.
You
Oh, we
signed
can hold
this.
it.
Ooh, we wrote on this. Look.
Good stuff.
Amazing.
That is their actual signatures.
We
did
didn't
not
forge any of them.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't do any of
Definitely
them.
no forgery here.
There's a PS4 version and a Switch version. We'll be giving both away.
Yes.
There should be a video game home shopping network.
Ooh.
That all it is video game and like
Where we
We'll
just
we'll
we
just
just
put
like
this on the rotating
yeah,
thing.
it just like rotates.
That's like,
and got
yeah.
the price and the specs on the
Follow
side.
now.
I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Well, it's so pretty that we're gonna go ahead and take a look
That's
of what's
right.
inside.
Oh, right.
the voice
Yes.
actors are seeing the contents for the first time. We're very excited.
He's only telling
see
the
the
truth about
reaction.
me. I
Ooh.
haven't seen it yet. Oh, look, it's A-Set.
There's two.
Oh, and me.
There
She's
you
so
are.
small.
Look at you, Miss. She's so
I
adorable.
know. Well, she's a little see-through. So
I'm in
it's-
Iris's pocket right here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
right, see
okay.
that?
Right in there.
I'm right in there.
Okay.
Oh.
You can't see me, but
Right.
that's
I really
where I am.
believed you for a second.
I was like, wow, this
Did
is
they
interesting.
sneak in like a
In my
Dante
head,
somewhere?
that's where I am.
All right.
All right, so let's see what's
Alright.
inside.
Oh,
First,
boy.
we have the
Oh,
art
look
book.
at that.
Ooh.
That
So
is super
pretty.
awesome.
That's
Thoughts
right.
Thoughts
remain.
remain
Check it out.
below.
That's our Thoughts Remain Below art book.
Oh, I thought it was thou goods.
That's what I thought too. I was like, what does that mean? Thou
Thou
goods?
goods.
Thou goods.
It's a clue.
Yeah, it's an
I
ancient
am thou.
language.
They did say it was an international release.
There you go.
Oh,
All right.
oh,
So
I want to show my
that's our
favorite.
concept
I want to
art.
show my
Oh.
favorite
Go
part.
ahead, A-Set.
Oh, please.
Oh
You
my
bet.
god.
Don't break it, Craig.
Don't break the things.
Okay. You
I'm
get
being good.
this cute little A-set stand.
Yay!
This is my favorite.
Adorable.
Hey, that reminds me of Shrinky Dinks. Remember those?
Oh, Shrinky
Does
Dinks.
anybody remember Shrinky
I
Dinks?
remember
I think
shrinking.
you're
know
showing
the
your age
It's
on.
okay.
Yeah, don't put that thing in the oven though.
We're a little, no.
So first we have like the art book, which we showed earlier, and then the A-Set
A-Set.
acrylic
A-Set
standee.
standee.
Oh, wait, you're showing
Yes.
things a lot out of order. Okay,
What?
hold on.
How do
It's
you know
okay.
I
this?
want to show the Aiba one next.
Oh my.
There's no such thing.
This is me in
As.
human form. Ooh, beautiful.
And that's CD. The
It's a
music is
soundtrack.
great.
It's a
Don't
soundtrack.
show the stickers yet. Don't show
Oh.
the stickers yet. We're showing the soundtrack.
Wow,
Oh,
there's 39 tracks on here. That's a lot.
that's right.
Ooh, that's kind of awesome.
Open it up. Show them the disc.
I was trying, but I didn't
Oh,
want
the
to.
disc is super
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, hold on.
Sinking
I
in
don't
the
want to
brain.
get like
You know, like
my
that.
fingerprints.
All
goodness.
they're all puns. Don't worry about it.
All puns.
Ooh.
Now,
Wait,
this is
that's
Date. This is Greg's part.
All
The
of
names?
Yeah, they're all AI.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was such
Oh
a
my
genuine
god.
happy reaction.
I love
to
it
that
so much. Also,
realization.
here's the disc. I don't know.
There's the disc.
Hey.
That's our official OST.
Ooh, I love it.
Invincible Rainbow Arrow.
Who
What is
sung
that one? That
Did
one's
someone,
weird.
Did someone sing that?
Did somebody here sing that?
Is there
Is there a person
someone
here who sang that?
maybe responsible for
I
singing
like
that?
sinking in the fountain.
We're glad you like it.
Oh man, these are great. Okay, I could read all of these all day and just be happy, but I won't.
And there's the game. There is the game.
Yeah, that's
Oh, right.
that's the
That
entire
too.
thing.
Right.
That
The game's
too.
also in here. Yeah.
But stickers.
Day one.
And
Stickers!
stamps.
Open, open up the game too, because
Oh,
the day
yeah,
one
'cause-
edition.
Oh yeah, I forgot about these. These are great.
That's me again.
It's cute little Aiba.
Look how cute she is.
And then the
That
eye
is pretty
sticker, of course. But
Yeah.
oh my gosh. And
It's so
I'm
cute.
already planning on putting these all over my computer so that I can match Ota.
Aww. Also, there's these stickers. Did you show these
Do
already?
you want to? Yeah. So Greg already showed these sticks, but we'll show them again.
Geek.
Those are the
That's
ones.
me.
Those are the ones that Ota has
I
in
feel
game
so
on
seen.
his laptop.
Those are his actual
Nice.
laptop stickers. We
Oh,
want
that's
to
cute.
recreate
Yeah.
them.
That
Those
is
are
awesome.
ASAP's
Yeah.
number
So
one fan
funny.
stickers.
Also, there's little drawings of Aiba on the inside
Yes,
here.
there
Yes,
is.
very
A
cute.
little Aiba there.
I don't know if you can see. See? Oh, look how cute she is. Oh my god. Adorable.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right,
That's it.
so
What order you put?
that's
Hey, I
it.
don't have
That's
a
the
little
stream.
box
That's the whole game.
All that thing, because yours has a PS4.
I'm gonna put it back very nicely. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to help.
How goes?
What goes first? The stickers first?
The stickers go first.
Stickers first.
Yes.
Stickers first.
Then
I'm
the
sorry,
soundtrack.
I'm sorry.
This
Then
is.
This is just like a Somnium right now.
Riveting.
We're just trying to
We're
solve this.
professionals, guys.
I'm having the time of my life right now.
Okay, but wait,
watching
how do
these
I actually
adults
put this?
figure out how to put. It's not a puzzle.
It is a puzzle.
It is not part of the game.
It's
This is
It's
part
unlocking my emotions.
of the... They said you bet.
That's how it
it's gotta go
goes.
under.
I don't know.
Oh, the game came out.
Oh, no. Okay, wait.
It's okay. You can just put them down.
No. I
Okay,
got it.
yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Greg did it.
Oh.
I did it.
It's
Okay,
all right.
all right.
All by
You know what?
myself.
You had a
Dante
head
did it
start.
all by himself.
I did it too.
Wait, now we gotta get in the box.
Now you have to put it back in the box.
Me.
Dante.
What?
Okay.
Congrats, Dante. You did it.
Thank you. Thank you. That's how
Okay,
you do
in
it.
practice, we did a lot faster.
Yeah. You started first.
I didn't practice
That's
even.
okay.
That was the first go.
It was
I
not.
was like that. So,
We can move on.
Yeah.
We can move on. Don't distract the audience too much with this.
All right. So for those of you who are tuning in, might be asking, what is the Somnium
And why
Files?
are these people
What
so
is
excited
happening?
about it?
Yeah, what is happening here? We actually have a quick rundown to give you.
That's
Alex,
right.
if you want to explain.
So, I'll give you the basic breakdown of the game. The Somnium Files is a detective adventure game. It was created by Kotaro Uchikoshi, who is the director of the Zero Escape series. It's sort of what he's known for, writing excellent visual novel style, mind-bending stories. And the main conceit of the Somnium Files is that you play as Special Agent Kaname Date, voiced by Greg. Kaname can't. This is my moment. This is my moment. I need to have. So
you don't need the whole widescreen.
it's voiced by Greg. So, you play as Date, and you're on the hunt for a serial killer known as the Cyclops Killer. And in the game, when you're playing as Date, you're exploring real-world locations, effectively in the real world. You're talking to people, you're gathering evidence, you're maybe doing some special investigation techniques to pick up on clues, things like that. And then, the other portion of the game is what's called Somnium. So Somnium is what happens when you enter a Psync. The detective agency, or I should say the police agency that Date works for, Abyss, they have the technology to go inside a person's mind. But they can't read the mind perfectly. What they do is they enter a kind of dreamlike state that sort of represents their mental state and their psychosis in some cases. And doing that, you actually play as Erika's character, Aiba,
Me?
walking around in a 3D environment and interacting with objects that you see in order to hopefully solve the mystery, get a little bit deeper, and find some more clues inside the person's head that they maybe didn't give you when you spoke to them first.
I'll find the clues. Oh.
She'll find the clues. That's her job. Let's keep it. So anyway, utilizing both these special things, you're assisted along the way by Aiba, who is an AI and actually inhabits Greg Chun's eyeball.
So many puns in that one sentence. It's great.
It's very, it's
Yes.
very uncomfortable, but she's very helpful.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, then you uncover the clues, you talk to persons of interest, and hunt down the killer. And that's it. That's just the game. At least that's all I'm going to say now, because pretty much the rest of the information is spoilers. So
Yeah.
I won't say anything more here.
Good.
Well, that was a great rundown without spoiling anything.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
That's difficult to do.
And now we're going to show a release trailer that doesn't spoil anything.
Hooray!
Roll the footage.
Yay! Check out the trailer.
And we should.
Sorry, everyone. Something came up, but I've got to go for now. I'll sing the rest next time. Bye. The Cyclops serial killings. All the victims had one eye gouged out. The abandoned theme park is the scene of the crime. Special Agent Date and his AI partner Aiba continue their investigation.
Tessa was streaming as usual, but suddenly...
Got it. I'll try my best. The murders aren't stopping.
We're counting on you.
But how? And why? Search for leads inside the subject's dream. We're going to catch them soon, aren't we?
I harbor no grudges against you.
Yeah! What?
Aiba, look. The wall.
That happened at 3 a.m.
Sorry, by the way.
About Shoko Nadam.
I'm me, of course.
Wait, stop.
Do you realize how
Centrifugal force is gonna
screwed
tear
I
it
am?
apart.
Stop!
I don't ever want Shadow. Must be.
The SOMNIUM Files.
2, 1.
Yay!
That was
So
awesome.
that was the trailer for SOMNIUM Files, out now, available
right.
everywhere. And we're going to show
Check it
you
out.
some gameplay with
I
Greg.
can't wait. So now we're going to
So ready.
watch
Should we put this
as
down?
Greg Chun
You put it down.
plays the game for the first time.
Somebody put me down.
You're gonna.
What?
So just go ahead and L1.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
X, and that one.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Hooray.
again.
There was no reason
You're gonna have to do it
Go.
again.
What? Why?
L1 R1X.
I know that.
Okay.
I didn't have to press it that
You're
hard.
gonna have to do it again.
Ethan.
Okay, it doesn't go. That's fine.
What? What happened?
The FPS meter is on.
That person's
But that's
dead.
fine. We don't. It's an FPS meter. It's fine.
Was there not supposed to be an FPS meter?
I mean, you know, these things happen. What happens in the real world.
Some people may not use that in the gameplay. I do. I'd like to know
You
the
need
FPS.
to know
No, it
how
changes
many
my choices.
bits are going.
He's so cute.
So basically,
Oh, look at him.
here we are. This is the very beginning of the game for those who aren't familiar.
Inspector?
So basically what's going to happen now is playing as Date, you get to move the camera around and pick up on different things that are happening in the game. So you can scroll over objects and interact with them, or you can talk to people, like Greg is about to do the inspector.
I never thought a great detective like you would ask me my name. It's Kaname, sir.
He's very enthusiastic.
He's very enthusiastic.
Here, are you ready me to do how Date talks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for coming out here in this mess. Yeah, so you get to listen to that for hours.
That's exactly how, it's
Spot on.
uncanny.
Yeah, I remember the
Uncanny.
recording sessions.
That's-
Anything to go on?
That is exactly the direction that we gave you
Yeah.
to, and it's just, I'm so
That's
impressed that
exactly
you
how I
managed to keep
imagined you sounded.
Yeah, yeah.
up. I'm a
Definitely.
huge fan.
You forgot his name already?
This
Wow.
guy. Oh, I love this.
What a jerk.
I just remembered.
Good to ask him again. You ask him again.
Oh, he's getting irritated now.
Are you serious?
I wonder how far I can push this guy.
Yes, ask him again. Do it again.
All right, definitely.
Oh!
I wanted to make him cry.
I know.
Oh, don't worry. You can keep asking.
But you still
You can keep asking.
Oh, do it again. Oh, Date.
This is so real life.
Here you go.
I mean, yeah, this is me in real life, honestly.
Okay, the
I
fact
forget
that we're
immediately.
able to push it and ask him this many times already makes the game worth playing.
Oh, yes.
That is fantastic.
I know you can hear me.
So while Greg is
I
playing,
know his name!
What happened? What happened?
You know his name!
Yeah, you said it.
Who?
You.
Nobody saw nothing. Let's move on.
So while Greg is playing, we're
going to be taking
getting some
questions. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
for
if
everyone.
there are any questions, any burning questions you have for Special Agent Date Kaname, a.k.a. Greg, please go
Ask
ahead,
away
fire
on
away.
stream.
Go for it. I
Save
will
us from
answer.
watching him stumble through this crime scene.
What are you talking
Let's see
about?
what we go.
Hi, boss.
Talk to boss.
Boss.
Any suspects?
Perfect.
The great Allegra.
That-
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
What's your Allegra impression?
Oh my
Or
gosh.
your boss impression?
a boss.
Not Allegra, a boss.
A boss impression.
Boss kind of sounds like this.
Let's
But
see
this
what-
could be a copycat killer at work.
Exactly.
Yeah, right? That's pretty much what Allegra did. And the case 6 years ago. The case 6 years ago? Periods.
Thank you. I would like to thank you for causing people to cancel their recordings on this game. Our sales have now dipped.
I single-handedly did that, and I'm
We
so
are now in the
proud.
red, so thank you very much.
And fired. I don't want
And
to talk to boss anymore. I
What?
want to see what's up with this.
Wow, you're missing a lot of information.
yeah, tell him, Aiba.
If Aiba was in charge, we would get all the information. So, just saying.
I'm sure. Well, you're about to enter the scene here.
Good.
I have a
It'll get
question from chat.
Sir,
Question.
From Shaq?
From chats.
Oh.
Who's Jack?
Jack, I don't think Shaq's watching.
You don't. He is.
Do you know?
I totally know he's my buddy, and he
Shaq
loves
is a
this game.
huge
For
Ai fan.
for Greg,
Yes.
from not a good username 360.
That's a wonderful username.
This is great. How does it feel to be typecasted as the goofy detective that hunts eye-gouging serial killers?
Well, I gotta say, I'll do that to the end of time. I'm not gonna. Oh, look at you.
Aiba's on the case. So cute.
No, it's-
Everything's about to get great.
It's true. In Judgment, there was a killer that I was looking for who. But to be fair, they were removing both eyeballs. So
2 eyeballs.
True. 2
Not,
eyeballs.
not a Cyclops killer.
Different things.
not a Cyclops. Totally different.
Totally different.
Totally different things. You know?
Oh yeah, the trailer for that came out when I was like in a recording session for this, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
He's just really obsessed with eyes and detecting about
Yeah.
eyes.
But yeah, those are the only roles I will play from now on. So if it's not that,
Only detectives.
Only detectives.
There has to be some kind of eye
Yeah,
involvement.
there's gonna be somebody ripping out some eyes somewhere, and then I'm your guy.
And then
so,
you got it.
Yes.
Understood.
Aiba's vision.
Oh my God, she's
That's
jumping
right.
so cutely.
She's jumping for joy.
What an adorable little baby.
Second question from
Yes.
Alex Serrano. What was this one's for Alex and Greg,
Okay.
actually. What was the overall direction that Alex gave you during recording, Greg?
Calm down, I think was the thing I heard the most. But yeah, not quite so much, Greg. Let's try it again. Just tone it down a little bit.
Lower. A little lower.
Yeah,
We're gonna,
just
we're gonna bring it.
bring it down.
We're gonna bring it down just slightly.
So that was pretty much it for the whole thing.
One thing I do remember during recording is that Date has to have, in order for his character to really work, he has to have those goofy moments, those puns, the one-liners and things like that.
So there's a balance.
But then he
right.
also has to turn on detective mode, and he has to be serious and focused and present evidence and a flow chart of events.
Why can't
So-
I look at
Zoom
the
in.
how?
L3.
This is a very serious detective moment.
Oh my goodness.
Told you what to do.
You know something? I don't need any input from anybody here.
I am detecting signs of increased stress in your body.
Wow, this game is prophetic.
Don't bug me with jargon.
Don't bug me with your jargon right now, okay?
Perfect.
I'm used to upset.
I'm feeling a lot of similarities here between Greg and Date.
Between the characters,
And actually, I have a question
perfectly cast. Oh, okay.
from Drunk Penguins for Greg. Does Date happen to reflect your own personality?
Boy, that is a dangerous one.
And which parts of your personality? Tell us in detail, please.
For the record, I am nothing like Date,
Oh, okay.
except for perhaps my subdued and focused, serious demeanor.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
Yeah.
that's right. That's where the similarities end.
Body temperature and
Can- happened to Yes and? Be supportive.
That was earlier today.
Yeah, she's done with improv.
Yeah.
I guess okay.
That's okay. So as you can see, when you're playing through this game, there will be times when you can actually use Aiba's special modes. So right now you're in the zoom mode, for example, and it'll allow you to, explore more things, look more closely. And Aiba's role during these parts of the game is typically to give Date extra information. So sometimes she'll search the internet for something, or she'll
Every good detective does.
like every good detective does, Google. And she'll sometimes show thermographs to tell if a subject is maybe lying, because she can detect the change in their body temperatures, things like that.
I like that.
Yeah. We don't read tutorials.
We just keep going.
Not here. We don't read tutorials. Just go for it.
You're a member of a base, and I called you here to inspect the
Sure,
Okay,
boss.
boss.
I don't rush into
Usually
danger.
no, because if you know this one, I have to tell you.
You're skipping over everybody's dialogue, voice actor.
Her name is Madame.
It's quite rude.
Is she saying stuff?
Yes!
Remember, this game is available now.
And it's fully voiced.
Fully voiced.
Yeah.
But Greg is going through all the voices.
So wait a second. So wait, what are people hearing? Are they hearing me cut off the line like right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's just gonna make them curious to actually hear the performance. So I'm doing you a favor.
They're hearing your commentary on top of it, and they're loving it. Chat's loving it. I'm sure everyone's loving it.
Thank you. Thanks for me.
We are just.
An enemy to our kind.
Oh, man.
Voice acting kind.
I'm
Oh
gonna talk to
boy.
the skewered host.
I have a great general question from
okay.
GG Byte TV. Actually, Alex and I were kind of talking about this during our last live stream for we were big Uchikoshi fans, and I think 999 is probably our favorite
That's my
game.
favorite.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite game from Uchikoshi, and I think it's an absolute visual novel masterpiece. But chat was wondering, or GG Byte TV was wondering, what is your guys' history with Uchikoshi's games? Do you guys, did you know them before? Did you play them before? What do you think about them? We can just go down. This is for everyone here.
I did not know of Uchikoshi before this game, and
Okay.
once I started working on it, I went out and I played 999.
There it is.
Good.
Yeah.
It was fantastic, and I was a little put off at first because I've never played kind of an escape room kind of visual
Right.
novel.
Yeah. It's completely different from a normal
Yeah,
game.
I'm used to RPGs.
Yeah.
It's very interactive, so I was okay. But the story just drug me into it, and I just sped through the entire game. It was amazing, and I heard some of the sounds. Sound very
Yes.
familiar.
Yes.
So I was seeing this for the first time, going, oh gosh, I'm having flashbacks. I'm seeing blood on the walls.
Yeah, it's like post-trauma. Yeah, it's traumatic. All the sound effects are exactly the same as the Zero Escape series games.
So now I kind of wish that I had known about it beforehand, but I liked going into it blind, not knowing what to expect.
X-ray.
We're all on Uchikoshi's crazy ride.
Oh yes.
And we can't get off.
No.
There's a child in there.
Wow!
Mizuki.
I'm going to go see
If you're
who
watching,
it
by
is.
the way.
Child.
How about you, Erika? What was your history with Uchikoshi's games?
I think
If any.
this is gonna be my first
Okay.
one that I play, I think.
Awesome. Go on.
Unless I don't know of some that I haven't.
Well, I think this is a great introduction for those who've
Yeah.
never played any of his titles before.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I used to play a ton of games.
Hey,
I haven't had as
I
much
know you're in
time
there.
to play games
If
in
you
the
can hear
past
me,
few
say
years.
something.
We're busy. I get it.
Yeah,
A little busy.
been slightly, a tiny bit busy. But I'm very excited to play this one. I love murder mystery games and
Yes.
stuff, so I'm gonna play this one. It's gonna be great. Also, I love puns.
Before
And this
you-
game is mostly
Don't
puns.
be sexy.
And
It's
I
all
can't wait.
puns.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of recording. Every time there was we'd do a pun block, and I'd be like, yes! My favorite hour of the day is
Yeah.
the pun hour.
Uchikoshi's games are full of that.
Full of
Full of
puns.
that kind of humor.
Aiba has all the puns,
I
actually.
had so many puns.
A
It
lot
was
of
great.
puns,
I was
a lot
always
of
really
dirty
pumped.
jokes.
I was pumped to do the puns.
Oh, gosh.
Did you try to say pumped there? And then you put pun?
Pumped. Like with a pun.
Okay.
Tries.
Hey!
Can I sit somewhere else?
She didn't write the dialogue in the game, by the way. That was, so you don't have to worry about if you're hearing that and going, oof.
My job is to read lines, okay? If I go off script, sometimes this happens. But, you know.
I think we're actually at the end of this.
That's right.
So we're going to go ahead and wrap up with Greg's answer.
Okay. I was
No
not
pressure.
familiar before, but I went and checked out. Once I found out what a big deal this was, I went and checked out some stuff on the web, and it was just, I was so excited. Just looking at the art style just alone. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, is you?
No.
Is that you?
We're gonna take the controller away.
Yes, from you.
He's gone.
You're about to
far
enter
enough.
spoiler town.
I've gone rogue.
He's gone far enough.
All right.
Yeah. So that was
No,
just
well,
a little sneak peek of the investigation. Again, that was all stuff from the beginning of the game, so don't worry, no spoilers there.
Right, yeah, and like you mentioned, the art direction, everything is what really got you, and that was from Yusuke Kozaki, who is the artist, the character designer behind No More Heroes, Fire Emblem, and he did all of the artwork for, that you can see right here.
Design.
Yeah, all the character design.
That's his art.
That's his art.
He drew that.
Oh my god, I'm on screen!
And
Look
now,
how sparkly I am!
it's
Now
time,
we are going to watch.
I'm like a thunderstorm.
we're gonna watch Aiba play as Aiba in Somnium Part 2.
So during this part of the game, this is the Somnium parts of the game. So this is a dream world. In this case, it's Mizuki, one of the characters from the game. Hi, Karina, if you're watching. It's Mizuki's dream world. So basically, what happened here is that Mizuki was traumatized at the scene of the crime, so she could no longer speak. So because of that, you need to get inside her head and enter her dream world, her Somnium, in order to gather clues and maybe figure out what exactly happened.
Stop time?
And so she'll speak again, so then Karina has a job.
That's right. Mutes don't last long. Not a lot of mute roles.
And it's funny because she was hired before you wrote anything for her, and then you realized, oh, we hired her, we may as well write something.
And then we're like,
Some more lines.
well,
Yes.
I mean, we could just go the mute route for the rest of the game, but
That is an option, actually.
Write it
It's
in.
an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of different options in this game.
That's
That's also
right.
why I like it.
Well, you're about to go
Miss
through
out
that.
on her snarky comments.
It's true.
She's
You
very
need the
snarky.
snark. You need the
I love
Mizuki
the
snark in your
snarkiness.
lives. Yes, there's, during Somniums, for example, there are branching points. So you'll be able to do multiple things and interact with
My
multiple
hands are
objects.
see-through.
And depending on what you do, the story will change. So you might end up at a completely different ending, depending on what you pick to interact with inside the Somnium.
Mental lock.
Mental lock.
Those are our mental locks.
Okay, I've literally never played this before, so
I know, it's gonna
am
be
very
great.
concerned.
I'm super excited. I can't wait.
I'll give you a hint, there's 3 of them.
Okay.
3 mental locks.
3 mental locks, and
She's
there's an
mute.
objective.
By healing her mental wounds, you may be able to get important info.
Yes.
Wow, that is a lovely voice.
Thank you. That's how Aiba sounds. Oh my god. People tell me that all the time.
This is just gonna be Aiba for the rest of the
Those,
those horses!
that's not normal.
Go this part. Oh no! I hate it. Ah! It's so creepy. Oh god. I really, okay, this is ironic because I play an eyeball, but things with eyes really freak me out.
Oh,
So,
perfect.
Yeah, so.
To be fair, I think an ice pick in the eye freaks most people out.
I mean, anything with like gouging eyes out is like my least favorite thing.
Those horses look like a beetle at the end of his life when it's sort of like
Just squirming around.
yeah, just sort of on its back, like in the death.
6 minute time limit. Oh god.
Yep.
Okay.
6
No pressure.
minutes.
All right.
Somnia is plural of somnium, incidentally.
That's
Time is
right.
expended whenever I
Thank
was
you for
moving.
acknowledging
Oh, that's
that.
right. So as long as I don't move, everything's fine.
Yeah. You can't fail if you don't do
Yeah.
anything. If you
Alright.
just stand there.
There you go.
So yeah, if
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah. So time, if she doesn't move, the way that time works in Somnium is if you
What do you do? I'm gonna
don't
push it in.
move, the timer doesn't go down, or it goes down very, very slowly. But like you just saw, there are actions that you can perform, and every action takes up an amount of time. So you have to be careful in managing what actions you do, because you have to complete everything, all 3 mental locks, within 6 minutes.
That's good though, because I'm always like trying to figure stuff out.
That's
and I
right.
can just stop and I'll just sit there.
You
looking
can
like
think.
This,
You get time to think. It's not 6 real-time minutes.
Okay, good.
You have a chance to think
All right,
about
hold
your
on.
next
I
move.
did it wrong. Let's do it again.
So you did it wrong, for example.
Well, okay. I thought I was gonna outsmart it. We recorded a lot of lines for this game. So I was like, maybe it's like the one I don't think it is, but then I was wrong.
It's okay.
There we go.
As you can see there, if you do the wrong thing one time, you can always just do the other action. It does take up more time.
I only wasted 10 seconds.
It's true. There are also retries and things like that. So if you want to restart from the beginning or go back one mental lock, you can do that too.
I would not enjoy being on that carousel right now.
Oh, I did one.
You did one.
Yay! It only took one wrong decision and one right one.
Much like real life. That's how it goes.
I like that I don't have to like the dialogue just continues after we're done talking.
Yeah.
Like a conversation.
If you have the auto option on, it'll just go right through.
We got a time.
So while Aiba does an explanation.
Yeah. Do we have a question?
Yeah, I was going to say, we are taking questions from chat for Erika in particular, or for anyone. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in chat, and we'll go ahead and grab them.
I have to multitask. All right,
yes,
here we go.
we can do this.
You're asking us questions while we're each playing.
Yes.
Questions involving math, physics, complex
it's been about
biology,
a decade since I've done
chemistry,
any of that. 42.
ancient history, anything like that. She's willing to answer those questions.
It's our items that are
I have a question, one question, a very simple question.
Yeah.
From,
What is your name? What is your request?
from Simply Gabby. What's Erika's favorite kind of bug?
My favorite bug?
Yes, bug. I think they're referring to the fact. Oh, butterflies.
Yeah. Oh, because Aiba loves bugs.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot. Loves bugs.
There you go.
Yeah, I like butterflies the most out of any bug. I don't actually like a lot of bugs.
Oh, really?
Okay, should I threaten?
So do you remember recording this?
It's so many lines. I kind of want to threaten though. I feel like that's wrong, but I want to do it. Sure.
Go ahead. You can.
Do you?
Listen up, miscreant.
Miscreant.
Oh, I do remember this now.
Second question for Erika.
Definitely wrong. I picked the wrong choice.
From Hoshizora Alone. Erika, what is it hard to give the more robotic kind of character performance for Aiba?
Yes. I actually find like AI characters really difficult because my natural instinct is to be like really emotional all the time.
Emotive and expressive.
Yeah.
And not like an AI.
Yes.
Yes.
And so it's like a fine line with a character like this who is an AI but also is like human.
And like this.
I know you remembered.
This is one of my favorite lines.
I know you remember that.
Okay, I didn't realize that. Oh my god. I wasted so much time. I'm doing a terrible job.
The direction that I remember giving you for that was like, you know, the Who song.
Yes, I remember that. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Oh my god, is this Dong 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 Dong?
Oh my gosh.
That's
Put
right.
it back together.
It's a Spike Chunsoft property.
Right.
We can talk about it.
Yeah, that's actually okay to say. A black and white bear, probably Danganronpa.
It's a Danganronpa reference.
Murder mystery.
No idea what's happening right now.
The question that you just
Did
answered.
I finish answering?
Yeah, I think you did.
I am more emotive than an AI.
Okay.
There we go.
Then question
Wait,
is.
am I supposed to do something? Oh crap.
Yeah, you can move around with your.
Oh,
you can move the camera
putting it
with
back
your
together
other
wrong?
stick. It's okay.
You were just supposed to
Panda
kick
is
it?
an awful.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that's not nice.
Oh, I did it! Oh, see, that was one of the ones where I should have picked what I thought it wasn't.
Well, you have to remove the bird cage before you can get on the carousel.
Right. There's logic here.
On the
See, I
merry-go-round.
don't work well with logic.
It's dream
As they
logic,
say in the
though.
States.
Oh, okay.
We're not doing great.
That's right.
Wait, I thought it didn't go down if you were running.
It does if you're moving.
Oh, okay.
I wasted a lot of seconds running around that entire thing.
It's okay.
I really feel like the horses would have bled
Am
out
I
at this
skinny
point,
enough to slip through?
but they're still.
I feel like
this is a fun bit of dialogue. You can try that.
Yeah.
I remember this.
So the answer is no. That was the wrong choice.
Yes, I do remember this dialogue. This is good.
Remember this.
This is great.
I feel like I do remember this.
I'm dreading what sort of
You
awful thing I said.
Yeah, you're mean to me.
Yeah.
I remember.
I'm not. I am just.
Oh, right,
Wow,
of course.
see?
Yeah. Oh, totally have that same problem.
Great.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Date right off the bat, body
Perfect.
shaming.
I don't think I can lift this either.
Please, we need
think I'm
another.
gonna
We
fail
need
this
another
Somnium.
question. We need another
Yes.
question so
We're spiraling here.
Question,
question.
question for all the voice actors.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
boy.
How did you get into voice acting? Was it just luck, or how did you happen upon this career path?
I was
This
walking
one-
down the street and someone said, "Man, you're so loud. Why don't you voice act?" No, that's
True
not
story.
real.
I kind of believed you for a second.
No. You go first. I'm playing.
Well, let's see.
Watch her fail.
I-
even
I'm
if
definitely
it's
gonna
just
fail. Look, I've already used so many seconds.
I actually met a very famous voice actor person.
Oh,
And he sort of like kind of let me come to his studio, watch him work, and that was sort of a real inspiration to me. And from there, I just started trying to work my way in.
That's really cool.
I got a coach. I coached for about 8 months before she said, "I think you're ready," because I was awful at first. I was completely horrible. Like,
That's very hard to believe.
no, it's true. If I listen to like my early coaching recordings, they're terrible. It's just like somebody trying to like put on a voice, or trying to, you know. So it really took a lot of training before I was ready to do it. And then she said, "I think you're ready to meet this agency I have a relationship with," and she walked
What
me
is
in.
your
And
plan once
that was
I
my
am
first agent.
inside?
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
So it's not so much luck, but all this hard work.
There was a
and-
lot of work.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of investment too. I mean, coaching is expensive. You know, but yeah, that was me.
Jackie.
Okay, so mine, I started.
Did something right.
I've always loved anime, so I've always
Yeah.
been into cartoons and loved the whole world of dubbing. But I didn't get into voice acting until a couple years ago. I started off screen acting. I never really felt comfortable with it, and then I'm very animated, as you can tell.
Right.
So it's hard for me to just like sit still and just act in my face. See, that's me acting. But I went to a voiceover class with one of my friends. She had been taking it for a while. She was like, just give it a shot. And I tried it, and everyone there, the whole community was so welcoming, and everyone really wanted you to do well. And when I got in the booth, it just felt so comfortable, and I didn't have everything around me distracting me, and I was just able to dive into the character, and I just went, this is, I'm never going back. This is exactly what I want to do.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done stalling.
She's calling balloons rubbers.
Yep.
Now you have to answer the question while making a decision.
Okay, so I got into voice acting because I thought voice acting was a thing when I was like 9, and I was watching the Disney Channel, and the voice actor for Kim Possible was like, "I can work in my pajamas," and I was like, "That's what I want to do." And my mom was like, "That's not real," and I was like, "Okay, I'm 9, so if you say it's not real, then it's not real." And then.
So your mom lied to you. That's how this starts.
Tackle.
That's the story
Yeah,
starts with them.
so I kind of went on with life. I was like, I'm going to be a veterinarian. And then I realized, no, I wanted to do something artistic by the time I graduated from high school. And I was like, maybe I want to make cartoons because I love cartoons and I never regretted them. Or maybe I want to make video games. So I went to college thinking I was going to like make those things. And then I realized, no, I wanted to be those things. And
You are those things.
Yeah. And I was at a convention.
be
I
video
was voted.
games.
I was voted most animated in high school, by the way.
Oh, there you go.
Similarity
Man,
here.
I'm really out of time here, but it's okay. Time will not be used. Yes, please.
No, you want to use.
You want to
timies.
use Chinese, actually.
Really?
Yeah, this is
Why?
it.
See, sometimes timies can cut down the amount of time or reduce it a certain amount. Sometime later on in the game, you'll also get timies that are not called timies.
Yeah,
So sometime later in the game, you'll also get timies that have negative effects. So
I did it,
they'll
though.
double your time.
Look, I did the right thing.
You
Everything's
did.
fine.
You
Yeah.
did it. It's fine.
All right,
I
let me
wouldn't-
finish my answer.
I finish your answer.
So I went to an anime convention because I'm cool. And it was my very first anime convention. And I was like, I don't really know. I think I like anime. And then it turned out I was much less of a fan than everybody there. And I was like, I only know 3 anime. Everyone here knows like 100. And I was like, but I really like the 3 I know. Anyway, so I saw an advertisement for a voice acting class. And I was like, that's a thing I thought was real when I was 9. So
And you
I
were
went.
right.
Yeah, I went to the voice acting class, which was like the following weekend after the convention or something. And Tony Oliver was the teacher. And he's great. He's a director in a ton of things that I've done now.
Right.
And he was like, you should consider like doing this for real, because you're like kind of good at it. And I was like, oh, it's real? It's a real job? He was like, yeah, that's my job. And I was like, oh, okay. So I switched my major to theater, and then I did it for real. Yeah.
That's awesome.
There you
Yeah,
go.
here I am.
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of hard work in between that
Yeah.
point
Yeah,
and
right.
this point, but
It was implied.
yeah.
I understood that.
What? I thought you went straight from like his class to just booking
Yeah.
everything.
Immediately, I walked out the door and they were like, Erika, here's a job for you. Here's another job for you. Oh my gosh, come over here. That's how it
They
works.
all talk like that.
Yes,
too.
yes. That's how casting directors
Yeah,
are.
they all casting
Yes,
directors talk
yeah.
like that.
They seek you out too. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Oh,
is
right.
that they hand you
Yeah.
opportunity. A lot of people.
Offers only.
A lot of people don't
25
understand.
seconds.
You have 30 seconds.
Don't move.
Pewter is already mad at you. Pewter, voiced by Sean Chiplock, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, Sean.
Sean.
Is
I don't have
amazing.
enough seconds for
He
these.
did such a good job. So what you can do is you can use a timey. If you hit L1, see now you're selecting a timey, and you can use that.
Oh no, I didn't want
in
to
order
do that.
reduce
I
the
wanted to do the
size.
upper one. I was trying to go to a different timing.
You just threw away
Threw away
her
precious
childhood
memories.
memories.
I didn't mean to. I wanted to piece it
Yeah.
together.
Handle them more carefully, says
She
Date.
is so dramatic.
I know. That's why she had 5
Should be an
seconds.
actor.
I don't. You should be an
No, I wanted to do the. I wanted to do the timing again. I don't know.
So you definitely hit the wrong button twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
And
I was trying to do.
no, it's okay.
Can I try again?
It's okay.
I think you can.
I
Yeah,
understand.
you got 5
Well,
seconds.
Yeah,
No,
we're
you
I have
failing.
no seconds.
You don't.
Oh.
You have no seconds left.
Oh, you lost.
We're failing the Somnium right now, which is actually a good time to bring in one last question to
One
wrap
further
up.
question.
Yes.
I failed. I'm so sad.
Aren't you supposed to be the smart one?
I know, and I should remember the answers to all these riddles, but we recorded so many riddles
long
that
time.
I
Oh, no.
don't remember
There were a
anything.
lot of them.
The question is disappearing because you failed and everybody is pressing F in chat.
Oh.
But the question is,
Thank you.
for everyone here, are there any bloopers that you remember recording that you just want to share right now while I'm
Oh boy.
transitioning?
I
What
have,
is
I
this
don't know if
stream
it's,
rated? Is this like a? Is
Let's
this,
keep it
we have to keep the
PG-13.
no profanity.
Yeah, no
right? Okay.
profanity.
I don't have any, I don't know if it would be considered bloopers, but I know I mentioned before that I have a really hard time with sound effects. And I know you're laughing over there. Like, stop.
Oh, this is a great one. Yes, I know.
So there was this one like long stream of just random noises that I had to make, and one of them was a robot noise. That going in,
That's how I wrote it in the script.
yeah,
Robot
it
noise?
just said
Robot
robot noises.
Beep boop.
And I'm just going, I have no idea. I don't know. But whatever I came up with, our wonderful audio team decided to save and play back to me whenever we were having some sort of moment in the booth and just to torment me, or just before a session, oh yeah, you did this. And it was great. I love you
great.
guys so much.
It was fantastic.
I'm glad you were amused.
I loved it. It was great.
I'm very professional. I don't do bloopers. No.
Oh.
No, I can't remember. The lines themselves were so funny that I can't remember like mistakes that were funnier than the actual lines. I just really loved all the puns so much. There was one pun that like the director didn't get, and I explained it to him, and I felt really proud. And I forget which one it was.
Yeah.
But he was like, "I still don't get it." And I was like, "That's because you're not elevated like me."
I think I remember that as well.
Yeah,
It was a little piece of trivia that you had
I
that you
have some pun trivia.
you could pull out.
Wow.
It was a great moment
It was.
for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Wish we could share that.
My bloopers, they're not really bloopers. They're not really friendly for the stream. I'm not going to say exactly what they were, but I have a tendency to, when I botch a line or if I screw up or something, I curse. And usually it's, Date's such a mellow character. It would go from just this mellow, smooth tone to just to 11 just cursing. Like somebody may have dropped a safe on my toe. And so our audio engineer, you could tell most of these jokes come from our audio engineer. JP was the greatest, and he would basically cut together just lines and lines of me cursing.
Yeah.
It just seemed like I was this horribly vulgar person, which I guess in some sense I am. So there was that, and then we would bust out and sing Creed every once in a while.
That's right.
Yeah.
Creed was big during
was-
recording.
Yeah.
It was. I just want so because people are actually watching this and this is public. I don't like Creed. I don't like Creed.
We're gonna say
I have
something.
anything nice to say.
Wow.
But it was sure fun.
It was fun being there.
It sure was.
In the spirit of Creed, and it was fun singing.
We've got some hot takes going
Alex
on
loves
this
Creed,
stream.
by the way.
It was.
He's trying to cover right now, but
It was
if you
good.
go through his wallet, it's nothing but Creed stuff.
What's
Just
wrong
all
with
Creed
Creed?
stuff.
I don't have strong feelings one way or the other.
That's okay.
This is
We
a
don't.
I
great.
can't think of a song. Could you guys
Yeah.
jog my
I
memory?
actually
No, we're moving. Oh,
We're moving
oh,
on.
what? Oh,
We're
look at
going-
the time. We have. Oh, looks like we
Too
have
bad,
to.
'cause
We
we'd
have to
love
move
to.
on.
Yeah.
We have to
we
move on.
have
I'm
to move
sorry.
on.
Oh, I get to play!
Yeah.
We're not
Right,
doing that
try
anymore.
not to feel
Yeah, Iva's
me.
been weeping
probably
for
will.
like 10 minutes.
I know. I'm so sad.
So
I'm sad because I failed the last song.
it's okay. It's okay. This one's gonna be good.
All
Yes.
right.
So now we're going to bring you to another Somnium in the game. This is also one that's fairly early on in the game, so no major spoilers here.
yeah.
But this is Ota's Somnium.
Right.
It's my favorite song.
It's really
Big-
special, actually, because
great Zach
it's so
Aguilar.
awesome. Yeah, Zach did a great job.
He's so amazing.
And
The saw.
yeah.
Yes.
So creepy.
So we have Jackie, who plays Iris
She's going to play
in this
this one.
Somnium. Gonna
She's
play
going to-
this one.
You're going to try to save your own life
Yes.
in this Somnium.
No pressure.
Man, you guys both skip so much dialogue. You're both enemies of me.
I didn't know.
I can't hear.
It
It's
auto
fine.
goes.
You
Oh,
don't
it
do
auto
anything.
goes.
If you
Okay,
have-
well then I will
you
just.
have to hit X
oh.
now because the auto's not on.
Oh.
Because there are actually,
Oh,
it's an
so
option.
auto is an option.
Oh, press R1.
It's an option. There you go.
There we
Now
go.
auto
All
is
right.
It's a bear in his
I'm
apartment.
about to be.
on. A bear.
Oh, and my hero.
Yay!
It's Zach!
You know what makes me so mad
Zach
about Zach?
Aguilar.
Is that he's so talented and he's like 9 years old.
I know.
Gosh.
He's a child.
He's incredible.
But
And
amazingly
he's so,
talented.
so
He's
good.
like a grown up now. He started when he was
Still-
really a child, so
Yes.
I always think of him as a child. Sorry, Zach.
Sorry, Zach.
For those who don't know, Ota is 24 years old, canonically. I know he doesn't look it,
I
but
thought you meant Zach. I was like, no, he's
Zach is 24 years old, canonically.
not. Makes me feel old.
Is he? He's not.
No,
He's
no.
21, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't make me feel like
Very-
an elder. God.
Elder millennial.
Ugh.
You've just been in this business for longer. That's all I was saying.
Right.
That's all I was trying to say.
That's a good way to look at it.
Why
You're
is this just?
Those are just nice ways of saying old.
Experienced. Yes, I like that one because it looks like he's DJing. The band.
Ah, look at him
Yes.
Yes.
He's so
Yeah,
All
so
right.
if
All
you
right.
did
Relive all
notice,
those
for
memories.
example, not every Somnium has just 3 mental locks. Some have more.
Save the world.
All right, I understand. Not all of them are as easy as the one that I
Not
failed,
all of them are as
okay?
easy as the very first one in the game.
I
that
didn't
you failed.
understand the controls yet. It's my first time playing, and we skipped straight to Somnium. Okay,
It's
I didn't
okay.
get used
I
to the
know.
controls.
I know that Aiba needs a warm-up period.
do.
I understand that it's a slow boot.
Oh.
I'll get
sometimes.
distracted by the Timmies.
Oh
He
no.
fell on
Oh,
his
to fall down.
His butt was in the air.
It's great that there's a thought bubble when he's thinking in this Somnium because it's like a
Oh, is that what
cartoon.
that was?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's so
Love
cute.
it.
His Somnium is influenced by like manga and anime and like.
Does he ever have a sweat
superhero shows.
bead? Does he have a sweat bead?
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't think he does, but I know there's
Anger.
tons of.
Or
So
like
you'll
the,
notice
the whirly eyes if he like gets hit on the head.
it's one of the things that's
Hooray.
cool about Somnia is that everyone kind of has a different feel. They all have sort of a different style to them. So this one is very, shonen inspired.
Wow, these take up a lot of seconds.
Punch the ice.
Orthodox method. Understood.
Good job.
Wow.
You're gonna jump and then.
Oh!
Oh, you injured me.
I'm sorry.
Such
It
a
was
jerk.
necessary.
Stop laughing at me. Oh.
Oh, he's so heroic.
He did it.
Get that bear.
Yeah! Stupid bear.
He got it.
Ah, what is that?
Ha!
That's
you
it,
did
yeah,
it.
that's-
Okay, you played this earlier,
Ooh.
so you're cheating.
Wait, but that's as far as I got.
Okay.
I don't know what to do now.
Erika's very competitive.
Apparently.
You really?
Yeah, my fiance and I had to make a deal when we started dating that we wouldn't break up over video games. 8 years, we're still together and getting married.
Congratulations.
So we did it. Thank thank God.
Good work.
But it was a serious deal with me one
Yeah.
moment. We're very
Okay.
competitive.
Can you play video games against each other?
We can now. We've mellowed out
Okay.
in the last 8 years. But yeah, Mario Kart and Smash Brothers were like intense when we first started.
Did you ever like play against each other and like get into an actual fight over it?
Not an actual fight, but like tempers rose. It was very like,
Got a
we
little
need some
tense?
space.
Yeah.
Like don't talk to me for 10 minutes.
Oh boy. Do we have any questions?
Yeah,
from chat?
I actually have a question from chat.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we are still doing that.
We're still doing that.
right.
We're still here.
The Q&A.
We're still listening.
For Jackie from Faith Summoner, how difficult was it to memorize all of ASET's calls and responses? ASET, you bet.
Oh,
I'm sure you know.
not difficult
Right?
at all.
Did you memorize this?
Just the first, like they still had it, but once I did it, like the first couple times, I had it down.
Yeah.
I could do it in my sleep.
Memorize
Could you do one right now?
During the end of all of her videos, it was just like she knew. The lines were in the script, but she didn't need them.
Yeah, no,
She just
I
went through it.
Just
She knew it.
it's the same lines each
She knows
time.
what ASET says.
know what I say.
ASET, you bet.
Oh
ASET,
no!
you bet.
I think you chose the wrong one.
Oh no!
And you're dead now.
Oh!
I'm like completely dead.
No, you still have like
I
146
thought it said 300
Why are you
seconds.
lying to me?
I thought it said 300.
Okay, there's a forklift. I want to do something with the
There
forklift.
you go.
Oh, I thought that was one of those Ripley.
A forklift.
Oh, like you get inside and
Look how many
Want
seconds this
to
uses.
push.
It's a lot.
Pray.
Pray. I don't know.
There you go.
Here we go.
Just gonna push it.
That little thing. How are you gonna push that?
Yeah.
You're the one who told her to
Oh,
do it. Why are you questioning it
Why
now?
are you making me push heavy things?
Why isn't it an option?
I'm just a small eyeball lady.
That was the highest sound I've heard all day.
No.
And
no.
Dante, you're out of time.
They're
I
so
recorded
bad at
variants
this.
of that so many times in this game. Dante.
No, I'm not gonna be able to get to my next spot.
You're too slow. Dante.
Oh, I got it too
Oh
late.
God, you have less than a second.
It's okay.
You know, anything that you do is going to
Breathe
be
on.
over the time limit.
No, can I use a timey?
You can.
I'm gonna, like-
L1 or R1.
I'm gonna timey.
Okay. And then you can scroll through it with L1 and R1 if you want to choose a different one.
Ah, see,
and then
that's how
Oh,
you
you
scroll
can add
through.
you can add seconds.
This wasn't explained thoroughly to me. So
Even though Aiba was the one explaining it in the
Yeah,
beginning.
you're the one who
I
narrated.
can't really hear, all right? There's a lot
You
going
narrated.
on. We narrated a lot of things. Like 100 hours. It's a lot.
See.
I see.
Fun.
You're
I got
welcome.
Another question from chat. Actually, this is a question for Alex and
Okay.
Jackie.
What will
Okay.
happen to our
From
hero? Tune in next week to find out.
HWECQI.
There
How
is
was
no
the
next
ASET
week.
YouTube channel
Damn it.
handled? In the sense, were they recorded with the game or afterwards? Now, this is a great answer.
Yes.
Because this was absolutely wild. I'm sure you guys can explain why.
We did them one at a time. Well, we did some two together, but
To give some backstory on this, the ASET YouTube channel is a weekly actual YouTube channel that Iris does. You know, she's an idol. She's a YouTube idol. She uploads videos, and she has a Twitter. So every week, like an actual idol, Jackie was being an idol and recording every single episode, right?
Yes.
it was so
That's
much
super
fun.
cool.
It was
Yeah.
so exciting. And at first, I don't think we were gonna do as many as we ended up doing.
Right.
Which was a big surprise.
Yes. The fan response was so
way to
strong,
touch the shell.
and people
People just wanted more.
They wanted
yeah.
more.
That's so
They
exciting.
loved them so much.
Yeah. I don't think we were expecting that kind of reaction, were we,
No,
Alex?
no, not at all. I was very surprised that we got that
strange happened.
ASET got that many fans
Right.
before the game
Even launched.
released. Before the game even comes out, we have our very own internet idol.
Yay!
There they both are.
Oh, hey!
Yeah.
Oh, you did it!
It's so fun watching
Are
this
they
without
even
context.
seeing
Yeah,
this
I don't think they're even
They're
seeing
not.
what's
There it is.
happening.
Hey, all turns on the puzzle.
We're just
Now
It's
there's
okay.
a bear.
No,
Oh, he's got a popsicle.
he's got a knife.
Oh God! What is that? It's a knife. No.
Oh, the shining light.
Tessa?
Oh, it's scurrying away.
What did he? Why? Why
Rammed
did
his
he?
face into the Oakland A's logo.
What did All right, it's one way to solve a puzzle.
By the way, in case anyone was wondering, yes, almost every single line of dialogue in this Somnium is a reference to something.
Correct.
I'm not kidding. Almost every single line.
Oh, I can't wait now. This one specifically.
Some of them are harder to find than others. Some of them are more niche than others, but
This is my favorite one. I love it.
So he says.
the Somnium.
It's so small.
This is a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Somnium's so good.
We have to
I remember
make
recording it
thorough
and being really
justice
excited about it.
It was my favorite.
Oh, I remember this now.
Yeah,
It took you so long. You've been playing for like forever.
Yeah, I know, but that line was a
Date.
no, that line triggered me.
you remembered.
I remember now.
It's
Yeah.
all of this.
Of lines that trigger you,
Oh,
Greg.
boy.
Actually, we have a question from chat, specifically for Greg,
Oh boy.
from Engineering JP.
Oh no.
Oh.
Wait, from
Oh,
engineering
please.
JP?
No, I refuse to answer this question, whatever it is. JP, we love you.
He engineered our game.
He's the one who cut together all the blooper reels. What?
Yes. What was the longest recording session you had?
Why would
He's
you
super
bring that
curious
up?
to know.
Due to, looks like, oh no, we're getting technical difficulties.
Yeah.
in the mics. It looks like we can't answer that for.
But they were very long. Right?
It was a long one, yeah.
Yeah.
This game was quite a process.
Yes.
Yeah.
But sorry, engineering JP, whoever you are.
We don't know.
exploded.
We don't know who he is.
What did you do to me?
Now I want to sing Creed.
Break the
JP's
box
not
and you did some tornado thing. I'm not sure exactly, but nothing
Oh, you
happened.
failed.
I failed. I feel like that should have
It's all right,
done
don't feel
something.
bad.
That was intense.
Happened to
It's
our
okay.
hero. Tune in.
You can
This game's
retry
hard.
multiple times. Yeah,
Thank goodness.
eventually
I
you
feel
do.
a lot better
You do get to
now.
the point during the Somnium segments that they actually do get pretty challenging, and you have to use your timies well and your time management
you
well.
need the timies to
Yeah,
actually
you're
proceed.
you're
Yeah.
definitely expected to have to redo things, especially if you want to see all of the endings. You'll
Right,
need to
yeah.
go back into the Somniums and redo them.
Are there different difficulty levels?
I like it.
There are no difficulty levels,
Okay.
so it's just a
Right.
matter of what
It's
kind of
either you
decision that
can
you want to
finish the
choose.
game or you
Or
can't.
you're
You either
just
finish
not
it or you
bright
can't.
enough.
or you just
You're just not good enough a
just
gamer.
can't do it.
Did you use a timing this time?
No, she didn't.
Was I
And
supposed to use a timing?
Yeah, what's great is that the game specifically prompts you, timey will not be used, are you sure?
Yeah, they want to let you know you got to use that timing.
Oh, is that what that was
That's
for?
what
Yeah.
that is for.
You know what I
All
love
right,
is
we're
when,
learning together. We're learning.
when voice actors get stressed, the anime character comes out. It's like the pitch goes high.
The
and
pitch goes up.
The rate of speech is the.
Oh, it actually is difficult when I'm recording a character and they get stressed out, and then the director's like, "But stay in the right pitch." And I'm like, "But I naturally go really high when I'm stressed out, so like I don't know what you want from me."
Question for all the VAs from Joe Obbs. What's your favorite reference to another piece of media in your lines? There's a lot of references.
Oh, there are
And
references.
we were just talking about anime characters, so I felt
A
like
lot
that
of
was a good
them,
segue.
I mean, a lot of them probably,
Wait.
I don't know how many people would pick up on them, but maybe you
Right.
remember some.
I like the Doraemon one. I don't remember it exactly, but I remember
Yes.
being like, "Doraemon!"
Okay, you're like, this is
That's
the
right.
Doraemon
That was
reference.
another thing that you knew that our director, Chris Baia, who's incredible, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Chris.
And he was like, "What the heck is this?" And I was like, "Doraemon! It's like the Mickey Mouse of Japan."
It's the Mickey
And he was like, "Eh?"
What?
And on the other end of the spectrum is my favorite, which was a reference to the original Terminator movie, which was what, 1986
yes,
or something
that-
like
right,
yes,
yeah.
That's
Or
the
I
opening
can't
one.
remember what it was. I was at a bar mitzvah when my friends were talking about the Terminator, and he was telling me what happens in the first scene. I'm like, that sounds totally disgusting. So I didn't see it forever. And then, oh, not that part was disgusting. Arnold naked is not disgusting. I should not talk about Arnold being naked.
No.
The scene where Bill Paxton, when he comes out and. Well, okay, so anyway, only somebody
going
in my
on.
generation would know what this was, and Date makes a Terminator reference to this.
It's great.
In his pervy way, of course.
It's okay, right? Yes.
Yeah.
In the most perfect way.
The most perfect, pervy way that you can.
What about you,
Exactly.
Jackie?
Oh wait, I forgot the question. I was playing the game.
Oh boy.
What is your favorite
We
media
struggle with
reference?
multitasking here.
I don't know. I I usually miss the references until afterwards.
There was a bunch in the ASAP videos.
There were a bunch. In the ASET videos, yes,
There
we
was
did.
like one specific video with just every anime.
Yes, I
ever.
loved that one, and
Yeah.
it took so many takes of me just running through. I think we actually had to break it up into like 3 segments because it's just like I need to breathe. This
Yeah.
is like 1,700 different anime. But I knew a lot of them, and I know you guys chose a lot of the ones that I was actually in.
Yeah, we sprinkled some of those
Yeah, they were
in there.
sweet about it.
But the best thing about those references is that they are, first of all, they do span generations. Like some generations will get certain ones,
Right.
other generations will get other ones. But also, if you don't get it, it just comes across as random, and it's still hilarious.
It's still funny,
You have no
yeah.
idea why they said that, but it's like, it fits.
That's true.
You know?
That's a lot of Uchikoshi's style of writing. That's something that he's sort of known for, is his sort of out there degree of humor.
And that's my favorite thing about the game, actually. It's just, you go from these, you could be in a really intense moment, and it could just be derailed by some random aside. It reminds me of that scene in Kill Bill.
Oh, geez.
Oh, I think we're almost getting a call. Almost.
Is it time?
Are
Yes.
We,
Has
no,
it
we're
begun?
not. We're
no?
not.
Okay, no.
False alarm.
False
Ignore
alarm.
the
No
song.
calls.
It's a really catchy song.
But in
It is a good
Kill
one.
Bill, remember when she
Yes.
finally meets Hanzo, the guy who makes the swords?
Yes,
And
yes.
he's running, he's got this sushi bar, and his friend or assistant or whatever, they get in this huge fight, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of all the screaming, the guy goes, you know, I didn't lose my hair, I shave it for style, or something like that. And it's this complete 180 in emotion, and then they go right back to fighting. And that kind of humor I love, and there's so much,
Right.
it's throughout the game.
It's just like artistic in that way.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
It's awesome.
I think
Very Uchikoshi.
Tarantino is a good equivalent there. He's
Uchi-
pretty
Uchi,
yeah, pretty close in terms of just style and sensibilities.
Did you start from the beginning again?
It made me.
Yeah, I think
So-
we're at the very beginning of the song.
Yeah.
Hey guys!
So here's the thing: when
First time!
you can't just do it over and over. Eventually, you have to restart.
I'm just showing you guys that this is an option. You can
Excellent.
restart from
Thank
the
you.
beginning.
Thank you for illuminating
That's
us.
why I messed up so many
Thank
times.
Right.
you.
Yes.
So
I
when
believe you.
Thank you.
when those at home get their hands on their copy, they will know what not to do.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You're welcome.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
And now we're going to kind of spin things in the opposite direction. We got a really good question from the chat from Dr. Cullen, PhD. Question to all the voice actors. Did any of you cry or get emotional during the recordings? As Uchikoshi games tend to be, they can get pretty emotional and heavy despite having all these comedic elements to it, right? So are there any parts that you remember in particular that was very tough to do?
Yes, I can't tell you what parts.
Yeah, we can't spoil. We can't spoil, but
But yes, I absolutely cried during the recording and also during the ASET video.
oh, the final.
The final,
Yes.
I definitely cried during the final recording.
We did too.
Yeah.
Alex doesn't cry,
I don't cry.
but I got super emotional, like seeing that. Yeah.
Aww.
It's been a long journey, guys.
It has been. Now we're finally here on release
It
day.
has been.
Yeah, playing I, SOMNIUM FILES. For those of you just tuning in, this is I, the SOMNIUM FILES. It is out, and Jackie's playing it right
That's right.
Yay.
Playing loose.
Playing.
term.
now. Yeah, it's a
Losing.
loose term.
She's pushing buttons
The
and
air
things are
quotes are
happening.
Yes.
implied.
So we can say that.
Yes.
Oh, I get to watch him fall again. That's fun.
That's fun. That's good. We get a good
That's a,
Butt shot.
in the
get a
air.
good butt shot there.
that's, oh my gosh.
Put that
There
cake
were
on display. You know what I'm saying?
I'm answering a question. Can I say so?
Here we go. Aiba's angry.
Yes, everyone should.
I did
So,
not want to use lyrical
there are
surge
definitely like emotional scenes with Aiba, but Aiba herself is not supposed to get super emotional because she
True.
is an AI.
The ice on the
So
floors.
I didn't cry or anything because I was trying to like pull back that emotion. But there's definitely scenes that are sad. If I was playing a human,
There are
it's
scenes
possible
that
I
are
would
sad.
have gotten
Indeed.
very teary. But yeah, I tried to keep it all on a level.
You to hold it in.
You had to do all the emotionalness, so the bar.
Yeah,
right.
Greg.
I mean, things got dark. I don't know if Date's much of a sobber, really.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, things definitely got heavy for him.
Maybe when his porn mags or his collection, his precious collection is
I did
at
cry
risk.
once. Yeah, I did cry once, and I think it was well, we already spoiled it, but anyway.
Date likes his porn.
Yeah.
That's
let's just
that
leave it
is
at that.
an integral part of his character.
Date, not me.
And you can not at all.
Not me.
Not at all.
Date
Totally
does.
unrelated.
Definitely wasn't put in the game after they got to know me. Okay, so
We might have tweaked a few lines. All right, I think we're ready.
I suppose we
So I'm
That's
getting
right.
a notification right now that Uchikoshi is calling in. It's that time, everyone. The director
Yes.
of
Bye,
Ai, the
everyone.
Somnium Files. Bye, Alex.
I'm gonna step out
Bye,
and
Alex.
let our translator.
And we're going to welcome on Toshi, who will be doing the translation for
Hey, what's up, Toshi?
Nice t-shirt.
It's set. You bet.
You bet. Matching today. All right, so let's go ahead and call in. We're waiting with anticipation. right
Yeah,
now.
I got that nervous butterfly feeling. Do you guys get nervous still?
Yes.
Like in life?
No, I mean, in front of the mic, like, you know.
In front of the
or
mic.
auditions.
I
or-
get
front of
nervous
people.
afterwards.
I hear some.
What?
Yeah, it's
What does that
really
mean?
weird. I'm
I
like pretty
have to-
calm until I leave, and then I'm really nervous, which makes no sense.
Well, what are you nervous about now that you've done it
I
already?
don't know. That's a good question.
I have to do like stretches and like jumping to like get the energy out before I go into any session because I'm just so buzzed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Buzzed like that fly.
Like this fly just crashing.
Oh.
Our
Hey!
Oh, hi.
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 Hey!
All right, one at a time, so we're not just
Okay.
attacking his earbuds. Welcome, Uchikoshi. Welcome to the stream.
愛のライブ配信にようこそ。
We have the voice actors here. Jackie, who is Iris.
イリスのジャッキーさんと
Erika, who is Aiba.
Hi.
相葉
And Greg, who is Date.
相葉のエリカさんと伊達のグレッグさんです。
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And we also, for everyone watching on chat, we have the director of Ai, the Somnium Files. He also worked on all the Zero Escape series, all those games that we love so much. And for those of you who are diving into this adventure for the first time, he's the mind behind it all. Director Kotaro Uchikoshi. Welcome to the stream.
ようこそ。
Hey.
So, for everyone in stream right now, if you have any questions for Uchikoshi, this is the time to throw them out.
今内越さんへ向けての質問を受け止まってます。
Chat is going all off. There's they said, tell him that we love him.
内越さん皆さんが愛してますと言ってます。
Oh my goodness. So,
Oh, he wants to thank you three and all the other voice actors for making it such a wonderful game.
Oh, that's
Thank you.
I forgot about
you,
that.
Toshi is going to repeat that into the mic right now.
Uchikoshi wants to thank our voice actors that we have here today and the ones that we don't have here today for making Ai such a wonderful game.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us be a part of it. It's so amazing.
Yeah, it's an honor.
ありがとうございます。
We have a question from chat from Producer-san. How long have you had the idea for Ai, the Somnium Files?
Good one.
ビュアーの方からの質問なんですが、このアイザ・ソムニアム・ファイルズのアイデアっていつ頃から浮かんでいたんですか？
かなり前なので、2016年の、春ぐらいだと思います。
Around spring of 2016.
Oh, wow. It's been a while then. I like that it ends in a 6. 6 is a very important number for Ai, the Somnium Files.
アリが今言ったのが、6で終わる数字でいいなと思いました。アイにとっては6はとても重要な数字なので。
Wait, can I ask a question?
Oh yeah, go ahead, Greg. Oh, we got
Just a follow-up on that one. Can you say more about how the idea came to you? Like if it was at that time, but was there a particular event or sort of a revelation that you had that kind of encapsulated what you wanted to do?
声優さんのグレッグさんからの質問なんですが、2016年からアイデアが浮かんでいるということなんですが、何がきっかけでこのアイデアが頭に浮かんできたんですか？
そうですね、まず発端になったのは、プロデューサーと、次の作品を作りたいという話をしていて、でそこで、他のスタッフとかに話し合いをして、で刑事物にしたいなっていう。聞こえてます？
はい。刑事物の前に何をおっしゃってました今？刑事物の前。
他のスタッフともいろいろ話して、はい、で、刑事物をやりたい、はい、という話になり、はい、で、そこから考えていきましたね。はい。
So the idea first started when he was talking to the producers and the other staff members at his company that they wanted to do something that involved a cop. And that's how the idea first started.
Oh, there's Uchikoshi. We can see him now. Another question from chat from HWECQI. When you were originally working on Pepsi Man, which is one of his very first games, did you ever think you'd end up here making so many amazing and beloved games worldwide, internationally?
過去にペプシマンに関わっていた時、今こうやって内越さんが数々の素晴らしいゲームを世の中に出していることは想像できましたか？当時。
いや、もちろん想像できないですし、そうですね、ペプシマン作ってた頃はデザイナーの一番下のなんていうか一番末端の作業員だったので、すごいみんなからいじめられてたんですけど、はい、いいですか？今もうちの事務所の小高っていう旦那の作ったやつにすごいいじめられてるので、あんまり状況は変わってないんですけど、でもこうやってファンの人たちとお話できたっていうのはすごく嬉しいですし、怖いなと思います。
To answer the question, I had no idea that I was going to be here and had made so many different games. Back when I was working on Pepsi Man, I was like the lowest of the lowest designer. I was getting picked on all the time by all my coworkers. And to be honest, I'm still getting picked on in my current position by Kodaka and other people. But yeah, I didn't expect to be in this position. I'm happy to have met all of you today.
Aww. Well, we're really happy to be able to work on such an awesome game that you made. Next question from chat, from Little Love. Where did the idea of Aiba originate? And, you know, she's just such an amazing and unique character.
アイバというキャラ、とてもユニークで、とても素晴らしいキャラだと思うんですけど、どうやってアイバのキャラのデザイン、アイディアを考えられたんですか？
そうですね。まず最初は目から飛び出すと普通のなんかハムスター型みたいになるじゃないですか。で、夢の世界では女の子になるっていうアイディアはもともとなくて。一番最初は単純にガチャの左目に入っていて、そこで、いろいろ操作をサポートしてくれるっていうキャラだったんですけど、これもみんなで聞こえてます？
ちょっと小さくなりましたね。すみません。じゃあとりあえず今の部分だけ。So originally he didn't have the character of the idea of a hamster-like character coming out of the eye, doing stuff in the dream world. That's where he got a little quiet, so I couldn't hear him. じゃあ続けてください。すみません。
Please continue.
それでみんなで話し合いをして、外に飛び出したら面白いんじゃないかとか、女の子のキャラクターにして伊達と掛け合いをしたら漫才みたいなことができたら面白いんじゃないかとか、そういうふうなことをして、今の相棒のキャラクターが出来上がりました。
最後の部分だけ。
最後ですか？
はい。
みんなでいろいろ話して決めました。
はい。So yeah, it was an idea that we all came up with at Tokyo Games, and one of the things that we talked about is it would be really cool if the character comes out of the eye and does stuff in the world, both real and dream. Hi, ありがとうございます。
Do you have anything to say about that?
I love it. When it was described to me at first, I was like, what? And then they kept describing it more and more, and I was like, oh, I was trying to picture this cute little hamster thing, and it's even cuter than I pictured.
アイバの声優さんからですが、最初説明を受けたとき、何みたいな感じのリアクションだったんですけど、もっと説明を受けることによって、こういうすごい可愛いキャラクターなんだろうなっていう想像をしていて、で実際見てみたら思ってた以上に可愛かったそうです。
And that's exactly how I reacted.
エリカさん、今日初めて会ったんですけど、エリカに初めて会ったんですけど、キャラクターが全然相棒と違ってて、すごくびっくりしました。
Oh yeah, so it's Uchikoshi-san's first time seeing you and meeting you. And,
She's very tall.
I am very tall.
Not expecting somebody so tall to be voicing a character so.
I get that a lot.
You should just stand and show it.
Should
everyone.
I stand up?
Yes.
Let's see it. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm wearing heels though. I'm wearing, like, this is how tall.
We're all like shorter.
I'm tall. She's tall.
その後に文字が書いてあると思う。足に文字が書いてあると思うんですけど。
To the moon and back.
They're super cute.
And back.
And then last question. I'll have this be the last question. And this actually involves ASET. So Jackie's character. When you guys came, this is from Kalimo Chocoman. When you guys came up with the idea of teasing the game through these 5 months of videos, is it 5 months? Wow. 5 months of ASET videos. What was the plan from the very start? I've never seen anything like this before. And what did you think of the reaction?
この会津SOMNIUM FILES をYouTube を通して5ヶ月間ほどいろいろな動画を配信して宣伝されていましたよね。で、質問された方からの意見なんですが、感想なんですが、ちょっと今までこういうものを見たことなかったんですが、どうでした？意見としては。
そうですね。僕もやったことがなかったので、すごいいろいろ面白かったし、ここだけの話、アレックスとかアリちゃんとかにやってもらったじゃないですか。で、それで、現場ですごいその時その時で、瞬間的にいろんなことを考えて、リアクションしたりとか、ツイッターとかで。してて、今何が言いたいか忘れたけどすごいジャッキーにはめちゃめちゃよく頑張ってもらったんで、そのおかげですごいAセットのファンも増えたし、すごく良かったと思います。
So I haven't done anything like this before in the past, and I had a lot of help from Alex and Ari. We didn't really have a plan. We were just kind of improvising everything as we went through.
Yeah.
And we got a good reaction, so I was happy about that. Jackie did a lot of work for us, obviously, because she was voicing all the characters, and the end result was something I was really happy with. And yeah.
Jackie was quite literally voicing all the characters in those like all the characters, maybe except one, but anytime it was ASET or not ASET, it was Jackie.
I got to stretch myself a little bit there.
Yeah. All right, I think that's all the time we have for our call with Uchikoshi-san. Is there any last words you want to give to everybody who is now able to play the latest detective adventure, the SOMNIUM Files, today, your latest game, and everyone, the thousands of people watching on Twitch right now?
これで内越さんの質問コーナーは終わりになりますが、最
そうですね、もうすでに楽しんでるくださってる方もたくさんいて、ツイッターとかいろんなところですごい面白かったっていうコメントをいただいているので、本当にまずプレイしてくださった皆さんには本当に心から感謝してます。で、まだやってない、プレイしてないっていう方には、本当に、ものすごい面白い作品ですし、ちょっとネタバレがあるので、ネットとかで情報とかあんまり見れないかもしれないですけど、ものすごい評価も高いので、ぜひ楽しんでもらいたいなと思ってます。
So people on Twitter and other SNS outlets have been contacting me, and people, they seem really happy, so I'm really happy to see that. And for those people that haven't played the game, it's fun. There's going to be a lot of spoilers if you try to look things up on the internet, but hopefully you enjoy it as well. And I hope everybody enjoys it.
Well said. Thank you so much, Uchikoshi-san.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
We love you.
That's so cool.
That was cool.
That was
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he is always an awesome guy. And
Yeah.
just loves the game so much and appreciates all the hard work that we do every
He's just so
single time.
normal. That's what took me off guard. I thought he was super eccentric and just like, you know.
Can I tell that to him?
Oh yeah, I think he's still on. Yeah.
そうグレッグさんからのコメントなんですが、内越さんまだ見てますよね。
Can you still see us?
普通の人でびっくりしたそうです。I hope he's watching.
Yeah, I know. I think he's watching the stream.
He got up and left.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. He's for someone that makes such wild games. He's such a normal singing person.
Yeah.
I had a chance to be with him during Anime Expo this year, and he gets very nervous. And
Yeah.
he's very normal
Really?
person.
Yeah, he's very.
He seems so nice.
Very nice person.
Like if we saw him there and there was like a giant python in the background, I'd be like,
Yeah.
That makes sense.
that's of course.
I the
the way it is.
SOMNIUM Files.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're gonna call Alex back on the stage. But thank you so
Bye,
much,
Toshi.
Toshi.
Thanks, Toshi. Bye.
And welcome back, Alex.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome back.
This guy again.
All right, we're gonna continue.
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm back.
All right,
Yay.
you're back just in time for giveaway time.
All right.
So
Giveaway time.
yes, we did promise some awesome prizes.
My
we have
eyeballs.
here the eyeball.
Oh my gosh.
It's still good. 2 hours later, it's a good
Wait, you
joke.
didn't get to say your joke.
Is it too late for me to
What
choose
joke
somewhere
was
else?
it?
She can say it later. She'll
Yeah,
remember
we'll
it
get
later.
there.
I'm
We'll get
sorry.
there.
I've made a lot of jokes.
It's true.
So the winners for the Twitter retweet giveaway. Thank you for retweeting, for following us on Twitter. This is for those of you who couldn't watch the stream right now or who are supporting the stream right now. We have the signed can badges from each of the voice actors. We have 2 winners. The first is Tart at Jude Lagua.
Yay, tart.
Yay.
Eat tart at Jude Lagua.
I love tarts.
So does Date.
And the second winner is Hip to be Bear at Jolin Joestar.
Yay!
JoJo's always win.
Joestar.
Jojo.
I know.
Jojo.
I get that reference.
There we go.
Is that a JoJo reference?
It is a JoJo.
It is a JoJo reference.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They're so cute.
And
pretty awesome.
next, the winners of our congratulations.
T-shirts. Okay, those are
No,
gone.
that's
Okay.
done. Yes.
Yeah.
They've been given away.
Buy buttons.
They've been given away.
Yes.
Bye buttons.
Now.
All right.
The winners of the exclusive Japanese T-shirts. This is the T-shirt that Uchikoshi was actually wearing during the call.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's wearing the shirt.
You
we
too
have.
can dress just like him.
Yeah, you too can dress like Director Uchikoshi right now.
Hooray!
Winners
Cosplay
are
Uchi.
Umbra Moonin,
Okay.
and these are people in the chat right now. These are watching the live. Yeah.
Moonin?
Umbra Moonin.
Umbra
That's like
Moonin.
what's on my tights.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
Moonin.
Okay, let's focus up. Let's
Focus.
focus up, guys.
Yes.
That's
Prizes.
It's not
amazing.
rigged.
And the other T-shirt is a Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo. I've been to Kalamazoo. All of these relate to me.
Wow.
This is why you won.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
it.
This is getting eerie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kismet everywhere.
Now fold it perfectly.
Oh, right.
Because we're gonna ship this.
Yes.
That's not
As is.
terrible. We're just not gonna look at that at all.
All right, let's watch
Put it away.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Wow.
That was impressive.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh man, that's some.
Did you work in retail?
action right
We don't
I
talk
worked at
about
a flower shop and a shoe store, and I was terrible at both jobs.
Neither of those
neither of
fold
those
things.
it. Yeah, I was like,
Oh yeah.
All right.
So weird.
That's a mystery for another day.
Why are you so good
not
at,
the
why are
best
you so good at
detective.
folding shirts? It's like, well, you know, I work with flowers, so
And
pretty
shoes.
obvious.
it all makes sense.
Connection's pretty obvious.
And for those of you who are winning on the Twitch giveaway right now, please make sure to DM us after the show, whether it's on Twitter or Twitch, or even send an email to contact@spike-tunesoft.com because we want you to have your prizes. So please, please.
DM meant something different in my day.
Oh,
I know.
I'm
Slide
afraid.
into your DMs.
What?
This
What are
is
you
not
talking about?
Dungeon Master.
You're like, no,
Yeah.
wrong.
This is
Wrong
very
version.
in character. For
Dungeon
Dante.
Master.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
definitely what it
Thank
meant.
you.
Okay.
Dirty mind.
Slide into your DM.
Nat 20.
And our last grand prize, we have two. We have the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch version. So the winner of the Nintendo Switch version, you are currently in chat right now. We have Cold Stare, cold with a KH.
They just rolled a
Wow.
nat 20 on life and won this.
Oh, sorry, that's a PlayStation 4.
Live.
Oh, you
Sorry.
won
This
this
one.
Oh,
This
that
one.
one. the other one.
Congratulations!
And for Nintendo Switch, LE, we have congratulations to Little Love with 3.
Yes. Oh, that's so sweet.
That's great for I. I means love.
These are hearts, I found out. Little love.
Yes.
Is it? Yeah.
I really
I
hope
am
you're
so
you're
hip.
not doing some gesture
Oh,
right
it's
now.
hearts. It's like, don't be dirty. Hearts, hearts, hearts. You
Been hanging
guys are
around
so
Dante too
out of
much.
touch. I mean, come on.
I know it.
Yeah, it's
DM.
hearts.
Yes.
See, I'm right.
Oh boy,
But why? But why is it? Because it looks like a heart.
you're just inspiring fan art right now.
Yeah, you are
That's-
actually. This is
Oh.
a moment right here.
This is a moment.
Iva knows
okay.
everything about the internet. Okay, so
Well,
Step away from the
yeah.
games.
Okay.
So if you didn't get a chance to win the wonderful items that we just gave away right now, the limited edition, the special agent edition, for example, we do have them available right now
That's
for
right.
pre-order. There's a PlayStation 4 version and Nintendo Switch version, and we're also doing a collaboration with Limited Run Games for the PC Special Agent Edition box set. And all of those links are in chat, I think. Yes, they are. Thank you, Mimi.
All right, good.
Yay.
They're in chat right now, or they're underneath us in this tiny Twitch box that we are confined in. There are links underneath us right now. Yes, check it out. The game is out now, and now they can see me. Yes, down here.
Down
You
below.
can purchase below.
You can purchase below.
What's
No.
that link down there? Oh my god!
Oh, it's water
That's
bottles.
where you can get the gift. This link down here.
If any of this appeals to any of you
Yeah,
at all,
you can
Right.
spend 20 hours with
I'm gonna
us.
drink
Yes.
this link.
you can engage further with this.
Yes.
Don't you want to? It sounds amazing to me.
But on that note, we unfortunately have to wrap up and say goodbye.
Well, congrats to our winners.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations!
Well done, well done, well done.
Thank you for watching and being an awesome community. I think for the SOMNIUM Files especially, it's a game that hasn't even come out yet, and there was so
Well,
much fan art.
It's out now.
Yeah.
So many
I already
reactions.
saw an Aiba cosplayer at a convention.
Yeah, oh wow, there you
Yeah,
go.
she was
So
like, I'm
cute.
Aiba. And I was like, wow, you haven't played yet. I'm Aiba. It was great.
I'm
good
Iva, you're
interaction.
Iva.
How was that? Bah!
This is what happens when I meet fans. It's just, ah!
Usually people say things like hi.
That's boring. Yeah, no one wants that.
Well, is there any final last words that you guys want to give to the community while we still have the mic?
Sure.
Yes, we'll start with Jackie.
Hey guys, thank you so much for all the support these past few months. It's been amazing. I have loved riding this hype train with you. If you want to stream the game with me tomorrow, I'm starting on my Twitch page, which I've never done before, but it's gonna be great. And we're gonna take it really slow, and obviously I'm gonna lose a lot. But we're gonna have fun doing it.
If today was any indication.
pretty
We're
rough.
gonna take our time with this.
You gotta see the
But
bear
you
20
can
times.
follow me on Twitch at Jackie Lastra or on Instagram at JackieLynn VO.
Yay.
Yay. Thank you for being with us here today, Jackie.
Thank you for having me. I'm so sad. It's like it's bittersweet.
Thank you for being our ASET.
I loved it. I loved you guys. Thank you so much. I won't cry. I won't cry. ASET, you bet.
Yes, ASET.
ASET, you bet.
For Erika?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. I am so excited about this game. We recorded a lot of lines, a lot of lines, and I can't believe it's out now. It was crazy. It was such a cool, fun journey, and I can't wait to play, and I can't wait for you guys to play. And yeah, keep sending me like fan art and stuff. It's so cool. I love seeing it. And cosplays. That Aiba cosplay was great. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Erika Harlacher, just my name, or on Instagram at with a K Insta. So it's complicated for no reason. It goes with my YouTube channel that I abandoned.
There you
but
go.
I might start up again. Yay, and I'll play this on it.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Promise that I will try to keep.
Try is such a, you can try.
Good try.
Yeah. You don't need to follow through on try.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The best
like
promise.
a medium promise.
Very non-committal.
Excellent.
Yes, I would say I really hope that you guys enjoy the game. We had, it definitely is the project for which I've recorded the most lines in my entire career, and to be with Alex and Kazu and our brilliant director Chris and even JP. Well, I say that because he's watching. There was so much joy in these recording sessions. We had such a great rapport and a great time together, and it was an unforgettable experience for us. And I hope that joy, that you see that and hear that in the game, because it was just such a wonderful experience for us as actors. So, Greg _ Chun on Twitter, and then Greg Chun X for some reason on Instagram. I don't know what I was thinking that day, but I don't think you can change it, so whatever.
That's like
it's very
early
90s.
2000s.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Okay, you know something? Let's not talk about how my age. That's not necessary.
It's all right. All of us, when we were on Instagram, we had weird days, I guess, when we were signing up. What's yours? Regular?
That's what
Mine's pretty, just Jackie Linvio. I'm sorry, I'm boring.
My first
She's
email.
the only one you can find.
Every other social, though, is all Sailor Moon related. So.
That's okay, too.
All right. Good.
That's good. That's appropriate.
I like
Yeah.
My first email address was Raphael because I was after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Oh.
Why would I do that? It has nothing to do with my name.
Why wouldn't you?
It's okay. Mine
Well,
was
the
Harry
weird thing
Potter.
is I didn't even watch the show.
Oh.
I just they were a thing at the time, and okay, I don't want
Oh,
to know
that's
anymore.
weird.
This is
You're
a
just
mistake.
like a bandwagon jumper.
You're such a consumer, man.
Wow.
Well, you didn't even watch the show.
Okay,
You're a
you know what?
poser.
Nobody asked you.
Ninja Turtle poser.
Go to commercial.
Well, if this stream is anything to go by, I think something that Alex and I were talking about right before we got into this room and got together with you guys is all the reviews for I have been amazing. I think I, SOMNIUM FILES, over and over again, just getting 8s, 9s, 10s across the board. But more importantly, every single review we've seen has talked about the amazing dub.
Yeah.
And the amazing English dub that you guys have all worked so hard together to do. And we're just so very proud and happy to have you guys here with us and working on these amazing games by director Uchikoshi.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy. We all worked really hard.
I can
really
see
hard.
I can see it in your face.
Like, oh, thank God. Thank you.
Thank God they like it.
I know. Oh, God.
I like it.
Oh,
really like
They really like it.
Yeah.
Fine.
The only thing that I would have to add to that is that it was, I mean, obviously it was an experience for everyone.
Yes.
It was an
Definitely.
Experience.
Experience for
sure.
everyone. And yeah, we all put our 100% into it. We all put our hearts into it, and like Greg said, you can definitely experience that. You can definitely feel that in the game. The amount of craftsmanship that went into it, the amount of polish. It's really something spectacular, and I think we all achieved something incredible, and we should all be proud of that.
Yeah. And you guys did too. The awesome, amazing community that is watching right now and supporting us and is a part of this big I Love family.
You did.
You.
Guys.
So thank you
Guys
so much.
out there.
Thank you so much for watching. That's a great way to end the stream.
Wait, before we end, we have a joke.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
It's the pun.
Yeah, I remember it.
Okay, I remember it.
Yes, I knew it.
Oh my gosh. Now I really do want to sit somewhere else.
Okay.
Close out the stream, Erika. Just do it.
Okay. Goodbye, ball. Like eyeball, but goodbye.
If you have to explain a joke, it's not a good joke.
I don't think I did have
Goodbye,
to, but
ball.
just in case.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye,